Rick, would you like to introduce our guest here for us today, Rick?
Well, it sounds like he needs no introduction. Well, it's my pleasure, though. I got a chance to talk to him yesterday with Bob Castellini Jr. We made a phone call to him, but it's a real special time of year every few years when we get a chance to induct new guys in the Hall of Fame. We announced Bronson a month or so ago as the Modern Player Ballot candidate. And this time around, this is kind of special. I know it means a lot to Danny because this is a Veterans Committee selection. And this means the media, Hall of Fame executives, some of the Reds executives they have all contributed to the selection process. And they sat down for hours and went over all of the detail and the statistics, and it was a lively discussion. And I love these meetings just because of the way they really look at the history and the era and so forth, and talked about the careers of a lot of people, including an executive who was elected in the name of Gabe Paul. And when it came down to the players who had played more than 15 years ago, there were some pitchers in the group, and Danny just rose to the top, and his accolades are truly worthy of induction in the Hall of Fame. We look forward to having that bronze plaque play there. And it was great talking to Danny. Congratulations. And we look forward to next year for your induction in July 15th and 16th. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Danny Graves.
Thank you. Thank you, Rick Walls. I don't know if I'm supposed to say anything. Wait for somebody else to ask me, but thank you. I'm honored. And, speaking to you yesterday, I know you could kind of hear it. I was speechless and, kind of had the chills. It didn't really feel like it was really happening, but I knew it was happening because Bob Castellini Jr. was on the phone. So it was a pretty special moment. I'm just so grateful for really every one of you guys here. I could honestly say that you guys had a huge part in my career and my post-career with the Cincinnati Reds. So thank you for that.
Go ahead with questions, folks.
Danny, you are the all-time saves leader in the organization, but obviously you've waited a little longer maybe than to get this opportunity. Did you wonder if this was ever going to be something that would happen for you?
Yeah, Mark, I try not to wonder that, but every time I see, Reds fans, whether it's fantasy camp or even Reds Fest or just throughout the season, everybody says that you should be in the Hall of Fame. You should be in the Hall of Fame. And I said, well, it's okay that I'm not, because I'm still part of the family. I'm still around and I still get to do stuff. And I'm still asked to do things with the Reds. So being in the Hall of Fame, obviously it wasn't something that I played for. It's a huge honor, but if it didn't happen, I would still be okay. I'd still be happy every single day, but I'm very ecstatic that it did. And now I won't have to answer that question anymore. Like people saying, why aren't you in the Hall of Fame? So, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that it happened. Really not many words for it. My feeling for it.
When you think of your Reds career, just kind of what pops in your head immediately, like first favorite memory or the thing that lasts the longest?
Rob Butcher and the Stows, like that. Like honestly, that is, these guys have taken care of me, and people on the outside, other than you guys see it every day, obviously, but those guys take care of us. All the guys in the clubhouse have always been at my beck and call. Not that I was very high maintenance. I think I was a little bit. Not like some other guys are, but they were doing everything that they could for me. And Rob Butcher protected me. Not that I needed extra protection from media, but he was always there. He always had my back. And I truly appreciate that. And I'm not just saying that because he's here with us right now, but I think Butch had a huge part of my success with the Reds. Just making me feel comfortable and making me feel good with you guys, and directing me into certain places where I should and shouldn't go, who I should and, shouldn't talk to or whatever it may be. But, there's so many guys there in my career that just are great. But, Butch and the Stows really meant a lot to me and in my career. And I can say whenever I played anywhere else, I sucked. So it was, I didn't have Butch around to protect me.
You thought about your speech at all? Your chance to, I know how much you like the fans, and this will be your chance to kind of empty the bag with the fans after, whatever opportunity you have. What do you want to say?
I thought you said, because I like to talk a lot. So that too, right? Well, how long is my speech? I mean, I've kind of thought about it, like who I could thank, but how long do I get, Rick Walls?
Well, you're going to get 2 speeches. One will be on Saturday, the 15th, a pregame ceremony. So that one will be kept short to a couple of minutes. And then you'll get a little longer opportunity, up to 8 to 10 minutes for the Sunday night induction gala.
And then that's when the music will start playing?
If you go longer than 10 minutes, yes.
I might. Yeah. Somebody might have to pull me off.
I'll give you the signal.
Yeah. I just feel like, the speech, I just want to thank a ton of people for supporting me throughout my career there. And obviously there's so many. I just mentioned a couple, but there's so many, that I could go through. I don't see Seg's face, but Seg is one of the guys that's always been there with me, and Jim Day as well. Hal McCoy, so many guys had a huge part in my career there. And, Marty Brenneman was absolutely amazing to me. So there's so many people that I would just love to thank. And of course, I think I'd have to talk to somebody about this, but I would like to address the way that my career ended, and then the way that I've felt and grown since. That might take more than 8 or 10 minutes, but I got to sit down with Rick Walls and Aaron and see what they suggest, and maybe Butch can give me some tips. But you guys know that I just speak freely sometimes, and I just don't want to make it so much about me in those 8 or 10 minutes. I want it to be more about everybody else that helped me be who I was.
Anything else, guys?
Danny, some of us were talking the other day about how you and Bronson just missed each other. You were gone right before he came here. What's your relationship like?
With Bronson?
Yes.
So I've physically met him one time, and I remember this like it was yesterday. When I was with Cleveland in 2006, spring training, we came to Sarasota to play the Reds, and that was, I believe, right when Bronson got traded. So he was in the parking lot, and I was going to speak to somebody from the Reds. It might have been one of the clubbies or whatever. And I ran into him and I said, "Oh, Bronson, nice to meet you. You're going to love this team." He's like, "Yeah, that's what I've heard." And that's my only interaction I've ever had with Bronson. So turns out I think he loved it. He loved his time with Cincinnati. So, but I heard he's just an amazing dude. So hopefully we'll get to spend more time together.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, I embarrassed myself last night when I was talking to Danny. I was trying to figure out how many wins of Bronson that he saved. And he goes, "No, I totally missed him by a year."
So the answer to that is 0, Butch. Yep, just missed him.
It's really hard to believe you've only met him once, though.
Yeah, that's the only time that I physically have spoken to him.
Yeah.
He might not even remember that, because I'm sure he talks to a gazillion people too. I remember weird things. It doesn't make any sense.
Anybody else have anything for Danny?
Danny,
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Look forward to
you're
seeing you
gonna-
guys.
You're popping in Reds Fest this weekend?
I am. Yes. I'm going to have a little 7-year-old running around. So he's got ADHD. So I might have to pass them off to one of y'all, but we'll be good.
Good. We look forward to seeing you.
Me too. Same here, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Danny. We'll see you this weekend. Thank
Yes,
you, guys.
sir.
Thank you all.
Butch.
Thanks, Danny.
Yes,
Alrighty.
sir. See you guys.